Hey everyone, and welcome to another live challenger commentary from a SkillCapped expert. This guide comes from our website, SkillCapped.com, where we have over 500 Smurf commentaries by the top players and coaches, teaching you exactly how to escape the rank that you're stuck in. There's 14 brand new commentaries added each week, and a site-exclusive feature where our challenger experts will answer any and all questions that you have. All of this and so much more can be unlocked at our website, SkillCapped.com, so click the link in the description below, head to SkillCapped.com, and get the rank you've always wanted.
Hello, my name is Shaw, and today we're playing Graves mid lane in Plat 3 again. Alright, so Graves mid lane, Graves soul lane has been getting a lot of popularity. Champion is just a really consistent lane, especially in mid lane. You just can't really be ganked if you play somewhat safe, and you have very good wave clear and very high burst, and you're just overall really like oppressive in terms of applying pressure in the early and mid game stages. Like you're gonna see, I'm just gonna push this Corki in. I probably won't be able to kill him ever unless he face checks into me. But it's just very strong mid game pressure. Now we're full AD. Enemies have one champion that can get pretty tanky, but the rest isn't very tanky. Gonna see Tavis on the Viego here, but other than that, I mean, I'm just gonna play to farm, play to roam, try to snowball. That's the goal here. Ranged against range, so I'm going to try to get the push as much as I can. And you see I just have way more wave clear. I mean, Corki wave clear isn't great, but still, you will just be always able to push the enemy in. My Bard has a blue buff, so he stole the blue buff from the enemy. That's insane. I'm just gonna keep pushing, gonna try to get our levels. And I'm gonna look for traits when I'm level 2, maybe level 3. Start pressuring this guy. I have electrocuted, that's kind of my goal to proc in a trade and then get out, normally. Unless I can get close up. The closer up you are, the more damage you deal with your shots. Corki is roaming to get that kill, but my guy's gonna execute. And he's gonna lose some farm. It's already crazy fiesta, but that's just what you have to expect when you play with a full AD comp like this. Like, people are just gonna force all over the place normally because, I mean, that's what those champions kind of do. That's what you saw right there. You can do a little thing with Graves where you hit multiple minions at the same time to last at them if you have to. Makes it a lot easier to farm. Went 2 points into Q here just because the W is kind of weak early. I can't take the reds. I thought he was maybe going for the red, but he actually started Grump here. He's gonna do wolves after, so I'm just gonna have to push this next wave in mid lane so I can move again. He's on wolves right now, and we're just gonna try to kill the Viego on the Raptors. Damn, I'm missing some CS. I played this actually quite a bit before, but it's been a while. Like, this has been gaining popularity just quite recently, and it's, I mean, the build's just Eclipse, Collector, and then Lord Dominic's and IE, pretty much, and you just one-shot people with Electrocute. You could just abuse him there, but alright. Well, here I'm just gonna go trade with him, he's pretty far up. And you see, just proc the Electrocute, even though my Q missed there. I could have thrown my Q differently, actually. I knew that he was gonna W away. I hoped he was gonna disrespect me and I could just straight up kill him, because my second Q would never hit there. And I can actually, when I have Electrocute up, I can actually almost kill him from this HP if my Q double hits him in the tower. Viego's not very strong yet. Yeah, there he is. It's like level 2 still, level 3. It's the Grump and the Scuttle. Cork is almost out of mana, pretty much out of mana. If I can make Viego gank mid lane here and gain nothing, he's gonna be pretty upset. See, hovering bot side, but not too much, because Viego's gank range is very low. I should honestly not hover that far. Ah, I should have held my Q there. If I hold my Q a bit, I could deny him the cannon, or at least make him take damage for it. Something I should aim for. Alright, I'm just gonna stay here while I have to push. He's out of mana, he's gonna be... Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Now I can just kill him. If he disrespects me at all. I can also look for a dive here. He's gonna lose his... Oh no, Kha'Zix failed it. Oh, he's dead here. Just gonna walk around, push one more wave. Ah, Corki has TP actually, but I think I can still push it. Maybe not. It's a bit scary, I might have to ult for this. He doesn't TP onto the wave, so I'm not that scared. Don't care about getting all the farm here, I just want to push this out. Oh my god. I care about the cannon though. It's fine, honestly. The wave is fixed. That cannon won't freeze so close to the turret. It wasn't ideal, I should have just left the wave actually. Could have just recalled right away. The moment I stayed, it was pretty bad though. Alright, so since I'm a champion that will wave clear and roam a lot, even though I'm ranged, I have a lot of burst. I have no CC, but I have so much burst that if I catch someone off guard, I can just one-shot them now with the Dirk. I'm pretty much an assassin right now. So I'm just gonna go sweeper, I'm gonna go control ward and use that to deny vision when I have push again. And I will keep the push forever. Like, the more damage I get, the more wave clear I have, so... Yeah, I lost the wave anyway, so that was really, really pointless. Hey, at least I didn't die. Let's just go deny the vision. I saw Viego right here. If I can get there, I can just kill them. But yeah, not quite all of them. Maybe I can get the scuttle. That would be pretty cool. Corki could be here. Ah. Oh wow, that wasn't enough. Yeah, I really thought that was enough. I'm out. Could have also used the ult to go over the wall there. I thought I would avoid this W with that. That is sad. I'm really, really throwing this one, but it's fine. I'll be popping off when I have my Eclipse. Yeah. I mean, these combos aren't really hard to execute. It's just that you need to get used to like the geometry of... Like, you position yourself differently on this champion than another ranged champion. You're just not kiting as much. It's good to get close up to get the damage, to get the double Q hit guarantee because it's instant. All of those things matter a little bit. Needs a little bit of practice. But honestly, a pretty good champion to climb with if you're already like a bit used to playing ranged champions, because he just has such a reliable laning phase. Like, you can't really lose. You can still die to assassins if you disrespect them, but I mean, if you play anywhere near you would play him on a mage, then... And there you go, the Q auto tag W for the electric shield proc that just got him to 40%. Gonna drop him one more time here. Because he has no mana to make him lose another wave. If he stays here, I can just dive him. I think he's gonna base, so... Oh, he doesn't. Alright. He doesn't have enough mana for W. It costs like 100. Pretty sure. I have electrocute again, so it's gonna be pretty easy to just kill him here. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what he thought. But that's just, yeah. I mean, I'm starving him out pretty much when he... If he recalls there, he loses 2 waves and I get 2 plates, so he didn't want to do that. Obviously, the right play for him is still to reset. But the problem with him was just that he missed another reset timer earlier. Which costs him dearly right there. Relia beating up the Teemo. 1 for 1 actually. Okay, now, I mean, we're gonna go defensive boots. Always go defensive boots on Graves. You don't need the attack speed for anything. Like, I'm going burst, so there's no point in getting attack speed at all. I don't play for DPS. And I think it'll just be Tabis here. It blocks a little bit of Corki's damage, and it blocks Viego completely, and Viego, Jhin, kind of the... Also Tahm Kench as well. That's kind of the champions that I'm going to be more afraid of than Corki. Corki I'll either one-shot or I'll just stay away from him. He has package now, so I need to ping SS. And my farm's not been great this game. I'm just going to go look to... Oh. Maybe do some damage on him? Okay, the sun connects. We have to be careful here. Viego's been spotted. I mean, I got a kill out of it, I'm happy. They sent a lot of people there. Corki loses another wave. Maybe I can help top now. Could take plates, but yeah, I'm gonna take plates. Because I don't really trust my Irelia to do the stun, and if Timo knows that I'm coming, it's just a waste. It's not the safe roam. It's not free. Timo's not gonna dive or anything. Just gonna take one more plate and then check the Raptors. He came from above though, he came from top side. I don't think that it's up. It's not up. It's okay, let's push the next wave. I'm just farming my Eclipse here. I'm gonna do so much damage, you'll see. And just keep the enemy range champion pushed in. If this was a melee, I would play it a bit differently because I'm so strong that I can just pressure him. But against the range champion, the best thing you can do is push them in because they just constantly, like they just... Him being pushed in just means that I have constant pressure and I can roam, and if I freeze against him, he's just gonna find an opportunity to wave clear. And then if I just don't find a chance to trade, get him to half HP or even below that, I don't get any pressure. And like this range champions have way more wave clear and they have to work less forward because they have so much range, so they don't get as far to my turret, as far away from theirs. So killing them is actually a lot harder. Usually he will just press QR on the wave and then it's almost gone entirely and I have to be busy clearing the wave instead. Alright, good Bartled. Alright, we have another E. Oh my god, I lost vision the moment that I auto-attacked. The moment I attacked move was a perfect time to... Damn, actually, I could have flash ulted them there, but once I... Like, I attack moves and then I automatically walk towards the Raptors. Damn. That's sad. At that point I was scared that I was already too far. I'm gonna flash out of that. But it's fine, honestly. Like, keeping my flash is not that bad. It means that I can't lose my shutdown. I mean, look at my shutdown right now. I just have so much gold from the third, and from the waves, and from the kills. Calculates to 700 gold shutdown right now that I don't want to lose. Having flash up here gives me a lot. And honestly, flash on Graves is also really, really valuable. Because you can just one-shot people, you can just flash on them. And like I said, the closer you are, the easier it is to kill the people. Because your R has less travel time, your Q instantly explodes, your auto attacks do more damage. Like, being up close is just really, really good, and that's the difficulty with the champion. You go full damage, you are squishy, not as squishy as a ranged champion, but nowhere near as tanky as a Bruiser would be or something. It's like a Mo would be or something, so you have to be careful with going too deep. Though the enemy combo is pretty easy to kill. I almost want to flash on him here, but it's not quite worth it, and he's dead anyways. Yeah, look at that damage. Ah, he took the kill! Didn't think it would do that. Blasted it. Alright, push it out, and I mean, it's been pretty hard to roam because my bot lane is 10 deaths already, 2 and 10. It's pretty rough. And top lane is just kind of unnecessary to roam, there's just a Timo. Not much to do there, but now the Jhin is top, I like to get there, and if I can find a pick on him, that is big. But I also don't want to die to him. Can only do this because of how strong I really am right now, level 11 against level 8. Kench ult is the thing. There's a Corki TP. Okay, Kench ult is another thing. I might be dead here. Yeah, Viego has unlimited amount of dashes. Damn! Everybody was there. We had Kha'Zix on top side when I forced this play, so we were actually 3 and we had a Bard moving, but Kha'Zix ended up just recalling. We went for that play. Punish us pretty hard. Viego getting that kill is a bit sad because we're gonna have the hardest time killing him. But I mean, like, there was no problem with Jhin and Tahm Kench being strong there. I mean, Jhin insta-died. I think it was fine to roam there. Alright, now they have the chance to get the soul. I mean, I'm just gonna keep pushing. I kind of like to go side lane here, and Caitlyn goes to mid, but she's freezing, so it's gonna be possible. That gave Corki a pretty big comeback, though. One of the guys Gale Force off. I didn't see him use it against Aurelia. That's pretty big. Kinda sad that we play against Corki too this game, because Corki's just such a safe champion. Something like Silas, you can just beat up with Ignite Electrocute if he ever goes on you. And then we get the shutdown back. There's the Gale Force. Damn, if he doesn't have that, he dies as well. Hello, Timo. It's actually funny, the Timo interaction with Graves shots is just that you shoot in another direction, and sometimes you can still hit people with that, but generally you just shoot away from targets when you're blinded, because your auto attack, it doesn't actually, like, you target the enemy, but the shots can be interrupted by anything, right? So alright, I'm scared. Is there someone here? I don't think so, but Jin W is the thing, so I gotta be careful regardless. Jin W into ult would be scary there. And yeah, we just go collect that to one shot, and then we go load Dominic's to be able to deal damage to the Tahm Kench as well. And then IE, because you want 3 crit items always when you go crit. But that's gonna take a long time to get. He is suiciding. This Bard is pretty good with the ults, but apparently pretty bad with the lane. Maybe it was Caitlyn's fault, but yeah. Push the next wave out, and then I'm looking to base. How much do I need for Collector? I actually have it. As long as I don't miss those minions. Can't take the tier 2 here, actually. Okay, no flash. I'm just gonna instantly reset here. Hope Corki doesn't interrupt me. Seems like it. And then we burst. More and more. We go full damage and just try to one-shot. And yeah, I mean, you obviously always want to clear the waves first. You still want to play the resource game correctly, push it out. You can one-shot Raptors. At this point, I can show you if Kha'Zix doesn't walk there. He walks there, sad. You can just clear jungle camps really, really efficiently and have good farm, but then also whenever you catch someone off guard, you just one-shot them. So you just look for people to be out of position because you don't have enough CC yourself. If they force into you, you kill them. And other than that, you just pressure them the entire time, and then they're going to force eventually. So you don't have to actually look for a lot of plays. You don't have to dash forward on this champion. You just push. And at one point, the Corki will notice, okay, well, I can either let this guy perma roam and get perfect CS regardless, or I can pressure him. And then usually they try to do something, or I get ganked or whatever. This is pretty scary. The Caitlyn isn't there. I don't want to fight this 4v5. Would like the Drake, but I mean, Cade's pretty useless, but I'm not a good 5v5 champion right now. Our entire comp isn't that great. 5v5. Considering that they have Tahm Kench. Maybe we can play it slow now that we push mid in. A little bit. Clear mid at least. Damn, if that hit either of them. We should just go out now, we stole the Drake. I'm just going out, not risking anything here. No reason to fight after we got the Drake already. Better push out mid as soon as possible. Like, the reason we fought that is because of the third Drake, right? We don't want them to get soul, and that's what we got. Also 1-4-3 and we got the Drake. Not the worst trade, but there's no way we win the fight. We would never take that fight if we had the choice. So the moment we got the objective, I just dip. He has no dash, but I think someone is probably coming. Saw the Viego right here. Just gonna clear our top side. And you see, just look for more and more resources. It's gonna give you an incredible level lead. And I mean, look at how fast you clear those camps. I mean, you're a jungler, right? As a fed Graves, you would just one-shot that camp, so without the jungle item, I'm almost that strong. Yeah, Viego and Jin are the biggest threats. Want to always press tab in these mid-game situations and check out who's strong, so I don't end up focusing wrong or going for wrong decisions in fights. And honestly, I don't really want to reset because my team is trying to pressure. I don't want to fight, really. That was a terrible Kha'Zix jump. There's a ward in here. Sad. I would otherwise try to catch someone off guard. Maybe not. Okay, he flashes on me. still fine, but that was pretty scary. That's something where I think a Graves one trick would have been able to get the kill, but I'm not as experienced. When Corki walked into the smoke screen, right there, that's like a sign where like he can't see you, you know? So the moment I turned around to run at him, he didn't walk away because he didn't know I was there. So if I just flash Q auto ult there instantly, he just dies, I think. So that was my opportunity to show off, but I was just too scared, too insecure. But I'm pretty sure that could work. Maybe get another opportunity, but that's something you can do with the smoke screen, you know? I just threw it there and he decided to walk through it because, I mean, clearly I'm not trying to pressure him. And then suddenly, bang, he just one-shot someone. I need to reset, get my last Whisper. I don't deal any damage to Tahm Kench. Gonna farm one more bot wave. We don't have any TPs, unfortunately. Teemo doesn't have flash. Are they on Nash right now? Teemo doesn't have TP either, so be a 4v4. Yeah, they're not on him. Teemo's just basing. Clear one wave, and then I will not go bot lane again because Nash is up and I don't have TP. Okay. LDR. Bring my team back. I'm not on the map right now. They shouldn't be fighting at all. Then yeah, just look for the Viego right now. He's the biggest threat. Very strong champion. Hope that they try to force something here because they didn't see me for a while. I mean, if he's in here, that... Yeah, there he is. There you go. He's dead. We should win the fight now. There's a fight, but I think the enemies just run. Oh my god. Irelia. I mean, we could go Nash here. Yeah, it's not that bad of a call. It's a bit greedy, but I think that they have horrible engage, and the only person that can poke is Corki, and he only has... I mean, he has some damage, but it's not that much. And also, we have so much sustain that Baron actually doesn't damage as much. Pretty quick. And they just have no smite, right? That's the whole point. We can just finish it. They have to engage us, and they don't have any engage. So just throw a smoke screen right there. Corki has to walk all the way around it, and by the time he's there, we already got the Nash. Go out. Okay, good. Now I just leave. Confuse them a little bit. Again, we got the objective. I don't really want to die here, but I'm gonna stay around in case I have to save Irelia. No, don't walk back in. It's okay if one bar dies. Alright, now with 3 items we're really strong, and I mean, you saw that's one thing. When you play Graves, don't underestimate the smoke screen, don't waste it. If you played ranged champions before, you know how obnoxious it can be. Like, sometimes there's just a smoke screen in front of you and you can't hit anyone. If you go in there, you're literally unable to hit anyone outside of the smoke screen. You can't see anything. So that means that every ADC is useless when it's on top of them. So they have to completely reposition. Imagine it being like a Trundle Pillar, right? You wouldn't, like, Trundle Pillar is like the only CC ability he has. And it can be really annoying to deal with. That was a terrible smoke screen, for example. Why did I do that? No, we siege. Team. They want the second Drake, guys. But second Drake is not very useful, okay? I'm just gonna try to push and pressure so that they can clear the waves. Maybe after Drake they will come and help me. Just force a fight here because we should win it. You see now I deal some damage to him. Yeah, he thought that he can kill me, but I knew that right after the Tahm Kench ult, he would just Q right on top of where he spits me out, but I just dash away from it and he can't burst me. Yeah, so much damage on this jamming, guys. It's just beautiful to play when you get a lead, and you cannot, if you play well, consistently get a lead. Just by pushing in and respecting the enemy's threat. Nice. So right there, my team went Drake. Horrible to go Drake. Simply for the reason that Drake doesn't do anything unless you get soul with it. So since there's no way we're gonna get soul, and no way the enemies are gonna get soul if we just use the Baron to end the game, or at least get close to ending it. And if they go for the Drake, we can also just take like the Nexus, right? They can't literally send people away and then we just push. That's not possible. So the best thing to do right there is just go mid lane, push it out, and then get the inhib, and then we can go Drake on the way out really quickly and then reset, and we have both. But we don't want to end up having them clear waves and then Nash runs out, we don't get the inhib. That is the worst thing that could happen with Nash. But my entire team seemed to be on the same page. So I forced a little bit there. I forced my team to go help me, you know. Wow, we just got both of the small crocs. But right now I'm bot lane because I wasn't sure if we are gonna go 4 top. And we kind of wanted to push bot lane because all the turrets were still up. Mid inhibit's down, so no reason to go mid lane. I'm just gonna go help this guy. I mean, this is a terrible fight from them. They're just gonna die eventually because their positioning is so bad that Jhin can never really enter the fight. Okay, he's eating me again. Oh, I got the kill with the... Tahm Kench is really obnoxious. That was pretty close and not clean at all. Why do you do that? Why do people do that? That's not funny. Don't do that to me. That was pretty close, but I thought I'd just R backwards and I don't have to waste my flash, but I don't know. Caitlyn E. Obviously, I can't do that. Caitlyn E is pretty strong. We just push top. Yeah, that fight can never work because their backliners will never have a good position if they're surrounded. They always have to think about where do I go, where do I kite, watch out, Graves behind me are. If they don't, they die. And if they do, then they're not going to be able to DPS at all. And Jhin was out of the fight, he was like stuck over here, died to Kha'Zix. And Corki was in between me and... not sure who else was there, but my team. So I don't want to die here again. This is a really, really troll fight. I'm going to just try to help her get away. But there's no way, so I'm just going to get out. Again, 1000 gold shot down, don't want to risk that. That's something you can always do, you know. I know that fight is bad. I know it's bad, and I can't stop my teammates from doing it. I could have pinged him back maybe, but I didn't really care, to be honest. Didn't want to control him, so the fact that he's right here, one thing you can always do as support as well, as mid lane, as support, as ADC, on those 3 roles mainly, is you can just stay around, see if you can save them, or if you can maybe get a return kill, but never go close enough that you can die, because at that point, there's no reason to fight, right? Like a 1-for-1 would never help. Even the 1-for-0 doesn't do anything if there's a risk that I die, because there's no objective. So the only thing that can happen there is I lose time, I lose my shutdown. Never do that. Right now Aurelia's dead, that's why I found my jungle. Tell my team to be careful. But we see the enemies. And then another item that you could go situationally, even second item sometimes, could be Serpent Fang. Really good synergy with the champion. You would just be delaying your crit items a little bit and you would probably not get IE that game. So you would be going more for the lethality, honestly utility kind of build, because you're denying the enemy's shields, rather than going for the full maximum damage build. And it's the same with like anti-heal. You can still go anti-heal. It would be executioners. Keep in mind that you do have ignite, so when you're playing against something like Sylas, that should be enough. Okay, he's flashing on me. Thought that would do a little bit more. Okay, she's going ham. I think she kills everybody here. That should be the freest fight for an Aurelia ever. A collector popping off. Alright, and I mean now we just watched everything. I don't know if we can anti actually if the enemies come on our base. Because the wave is cleared. We can't get that turret, I don't know what they're doing. You saw that? That wasn't even my second Q, it didn't even come through. Alright, pop off. Alright. And I mean, by the fact that your W cooldown is so high, you can already just tell that, you know... Oh, the inhib is back up. You can already tell that it's an important ability that you shouldn't waste, you know, you shouldn't instantly use. I've been using it instantly, so don't take me as an example. It's the thing that you can very easily do for damage, but the reason for that is just because it seems so harmless, you know, like you don't stop anyone's movement immediately or whatever, like an Anivia wall would, but Anivia wall is something you want to be placing perfectly. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this game. Finally a game where I kind of stomped it. I threw a bit in early, but I mean, it's just Graves mid. If you get through lane, which you should, you can just pop off on the champ. Really good champ to play in low elo. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you next week, guys. Bye.
And remember, this guide comes from our website SkillCapped.com, where we have over 500 Smurf commentaries by the top players and coaches teaching you exactly how to escape the rank that you're stuck in. Not only that, but we release 14 brand new Smurf commentaries with cutting edge builds and meta champions every single week. And if that wasn't enough, we have a site exclusive feature where you can ask the Challenger expert any question you want, anything you're struggling with or confused about, and are guaranteed a response by them. All of this can be unlocked for as little as $5 a month and is backed by our rank improvement guarantee. That means a full refund if you don't improve. That's not all, you also get the most comprehensive League of Legends training on the internet with over 900 videos and 150 courses teaching you exactly what you need to know to improve. So what are you waiting for? Click the link in the description below, head to SkillCapped.com and join the hundreds of thousands of satisfied SkillCapped members and get that rank you've always wanted.